Hey there, this is EI. Are you ready to immerse yourselves in today's tale? Let's set off together.
Whispers of Love and Gunfire, a tale of redemption and courage in the Wild West. In the rugged heart of the Wild West, the town of Willowbrook stood as a beacon of civilization amidst the untamed frontier. It was a place where duels between gunfighters and tales of love and courage were woven into the very fabric of life. Among the many characters in this intriguing saga, three stood out: Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, a seasoned gunslinger with a heart full of regrets; Tommy Carson, a young and daring gunslinger seeking justice and love; and Mary Turner, a vivacious beauty with a spirit as untamed as the West itself. The story begins with the rugged and charismatic gunslinger, Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, whose reputation as a formidable gunslinger spread far and wide. But beneath his tough exterior lay a man haunted by past choices, seeking redemption for the lives he had taken. Known for his prowess with a gun, Jack's skills had once earned him the moniker, the Maverick, a name he now sought to leave behind. One scorching afternoon, while Jack rode his trusty steed, Dusty, along the dusty trails, he encountered two masked gunslingers, John and William. Their eyes gleamed with mischief as they confronted Jack, hands hovering over their holsters. With a stoic demeanor, Jack adhered to the cowboy code of silence, leaving his adversaries bewildered. Once the masked outlaws disappeared into the distance, Jack could no longer contain his frustration. Cursing under his breath, he lamented his life choices, feeling an overwhelming desire to break free from the cycle of violence. But just as his anger peaked, a young gunslinger named Tommy Carson stepped into his path. Tommy Carson was a man with a heart ablaze with determination and a quick draw that rivaled the legendary gunslingers of old. He looked up to Jack with admiration, seeing in him both a mentor and a role model. Sensing the young man's eagerness for the life of a gunslinger, Jack decided to impart some hard-earned wisdom. "Life out here ain't all shootouts and showdowns, kid," Jack gruffly advised Tommy, taking half of the money Tommy had saved for his upcoming wedding. It was a tough lesson, but one that solidified the bond between the two men, a bond founded on trust and the pursuit of justice. With newfound respect for Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, Tommy declared his commitment to justice for the downtrodden, ridin' the world of varmints, echoing Jack's own values. Little did they know that their paths would soon intertwine in an epic tale of love and courage. As fate would have it, Tommy rode into Willowbrook, a town teeming with life, laughter, and love. He sought out Mary Turner, his childhood sweetheart, whose eyes sparkled like stars in the night sky. Mary's spirit was as untamed as the West itself, and her laughter filled the air like a refreshing breeze on a hot summer day. As they reunited, memories of simpler times flooded back, and their love was rekindled, burning brighter than ever before. Settling into Mary's family homestead, Tommy also formed a bond with her pa, George Turner, a rugged old-timer with a permanent limp, but a heart full of warmth and wisdom. Under the setting sun, the trio would sit by the porch, sharing tales of the Old West and dreams of a better life. In the days that followed, Tommy and Mary's love blossomed like wildflowers in the vast prairies of Willowbrook. They spent their evenings strolling hand in hand along the riverbanks, their laughter mingling with the soothing sound of flowing water. Under the starlit skies, they shared dreams of building a future together, a home filled with love and warmth. As their bond deepened, Mary revealed her dreams of becoming a skilled equestrian, riding alongside Tommy on daring adventures. He admired her fierce spirit and promised to support her every aspiration. In return, Mary vowed to stand by his side, encouraging him in his pursuit of justice and truth. Tommy's heart swelled with pride whenever Mary's eyes sparkled with excitement and determination. She was his guiding light, the beacon that illuminated his path through the darkest of times. Together, they found solace in each other's arms, seeking refuge from the chaos of the world outside. One day, while exploring the outskirts of Willowbrook, Tommy and Mary stumbled upon an old, weathered cabin tucked away among the tall pine trees. It felt like destiny had led them there, a secluded haven meant just for them. They decided to make it their own, a place where their love could bloom and grow freely. With the help of George Turner, the old blacksmith, they restored the cabin to its former glory. Tommy crafted intricate wooden carvings to adorn the walls, while Mary added her artistic touch with vibrant tapestries and hand-woven rugs. The cabin became a sanctuary of love, a refuge from the bustling world outside. But just as love began to blossom in Willowbrook, the town's peace was shattered by the arrival of three notorious gunslingers, Bullseye Bill, Slippery Sam, and Viper Vince. These outlaws, driven by greed and a lust for power, caused havoc wherever they went. Willowbrook, a once tranquil haven, now trembled under the weight of their menacing presence. The situation escalated when the three outlaws, without an ounce of respect, devoured food and drink at the local saloon without paying. Their crude manners and violent threats to the townsfolk were a clear affront to the values that Tommy and Jack upheld. When Bullseye Bill attempted to harass Mary Turner, Tommy couldn't bear to see his beloved in distress. In a flash, he drew his gun and faced off against the vile outlaw. The gunfire reverberated through the town, setting in motion a series of events that would test the young gunslinger's courage and sense of justice. As the town celebrated the demise of Bullseye Bill, Tommy and Mary Turner decided to exchange vows under the dim light of flickering lanterns, with the townsfolk offering their heartfelt blessings. But amidst the joy and celebration, a sense of foreboding hung in the air. The townspeople knew that the Maverick, Jack O'Connor, a formidable gunslinger who was like a mentor and friend to Tommy, would come seeking vengeance for his fallen comrade, and they feared the consequences of Tommy's actions. In a bid to protect the woman he loved, Tommy sought out Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, the one person he trusted with his life. With a firm handshake that spoke volumes more than words ever could, Tommy handed over the rest of his wedding savings, a sign of their unbreakable bond and shared values. Jack, touched by Tommy's unwavering courage, looked deep into the young man's eyes, feeling a sense of redemption and responsibility for his actions. As the sun climbed high in the sky, casting long shadows over Willowbrook, Tommy waited beneath the flagpole for Jack, the Maverick O'Connor. The old town church clock chimed, but there was no sign of Jack. A sinking feeling enveloped Tommy as he realized that the man he had looked up to had let him down when he needed him the most. Refusing to let fear hold him back, Tommy tightened his grip on his six-shooter, preparing for the inevitable showdown. But before the final confrontation, tragedy struck Willowbrook. Bullseye Bill and his gang went on a ruthless rampage, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and bloodshed. George Turner, the weathered blacksmith, and Henry, the old man who tended to the horses, fell to the outlaws' cold steel. The town spirit was dampened, and the once peaceful streets now echoed with sorrowful tears for the innocent lives lost. Finally, the fateful moment arrived, and Tommy faced off against Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, in an epic duel that sent shivers down the spines of onlookers. The wind whispered through the dusty streets, and the sun hung low like a golden coin. The air was thick with tension as they circled each other, each move calculated like a chess match. A bead of sweat trickled down Tommy's forehead, but with steely resolve, he emerged victorious, Jack, the Maverick O'Connor, lying still in the dust, a faint smile etched on his face. But there was no time to celebrate the triumph. The cost of victory weighed heavily on Tommy's heart. Amidst the settling dust, Mary Turner, with tearful eyes, approached Tommy. The toll of the day's events weighed on them both, but they found solace in each other's embrace. As the sun set on Willowbrook, they rode off into the horizon, hand in hand, leaving the town of sorrow behind them. The town of Willowbrook, forever changed by the events that unfolded, slowly faded into the distance. Tommy and Mary Turner's love and courage were now etched in the annals of the Wild West, a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of love to conquer all. The legacy of Guns and Romance, a Willowbrook love story, lived on, an unforgettable tale of redemption, justice, and love in the heart of the untamed frontier.
The story for today comes to an end, but do you want to know what exciting new tales lie ahead? Remember to subscribe and comment to stay updated.